and welcome to episode 29 of Series 1 of Master League Story Mode. Before we get into it, just to point out, this is a pre-recorded episode, so I won't be able to respond to any of your comments from episode 28, and Monday's episode 30 is also going to be pre-recorded as I'm away at the weekend, so I won't be able to take on board your feedback and implement it in the game, but obviously I still want to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing, let me know if my formations are right, if we're playing the right players, but that remains to be seen, because it depends really on how well we do in the next two games. We've got Tottenham and Southampton coming up, and they're both high-flying at the moment, but so are we, let's not forget. 4 games in, we've had 3 wins and a draw. We have yet to concede a goal, and we nicked, in many ways, a win at home, our first home game against Arsenal in the last episode, which was a historic victory against Arsene Wenger's team. So we're doing pretty well, but Tottenham is going to be a big test. There's no doubt about that. So let's have a look at the teams for today. That's not so great. Daniel Amati on a downward arrow. I'm not a fan of that. De Jong comes in. I want to try Nige and Friday, and they're both on green, so we'll start with them. Dowell starts, absolutely. And Marty, well, we don't play players on downward arrows, really. So I think we'll give De Jong his first start of the season, which is a big game to come into. Perhaps a little lightweight in the midfield, going up against the beasts of Dyer and Wanyama as defensive midfielders. Who else is in this side? Ericsson playing out on the left, Ali and Lamela, that's a tricky side to play against, and Harry Kane up top is one of the best strikers in this game. He's really got the collection of stats that makes him dangerous at all times in all areas, so it's going to be tricky. But De Jong, yeah, his first game, good passer, but generally his stats are a little bit average, but on a blue arrow, that can even things up, so I'm positive that he'll have a good debut, and we'll play him attacking midfield. We're going to go out to win this. That is Ian Holloway's way, let's not forget. We're coming into this Premier League looking to win every game, looking to score more goals than the opposition. It's balls out of the bath football. We're playing 3 strikers, let's not forget, and an attacking midfielder. That's just his way. We really could do with a Marty in this game, but we can't play him on a downward arrow, which is a shame. We need him breaking up play. Arguably our best player, especially for matches like this. But we did alright against Arsenal, so let's get into it. Let's see how we do. So it's a night game here at Ashton Gate. Wow, these Bristol City fans must be in absolute dreamland. Imagine a season ago, or just over a year ago, before Ian Holloway came into play, before all these new signings were made, they were a mid-table championship team. They had no aspirations other than staying in the league, maybe making a run for the playoffs. But under the guidance of Holloway and the leadership, he's turned this group of youngsters with potential into a real contender. So we're seeing Nigel and Fred starting together. I'm excited about that. What Nigel does have in that, what you might call the Dicko position, is a bit more pace. Carl Walker puts it into the box. It's Flint up against Dele Alli. Flint's never going to back down in that sort of battle. Dowell does well, but he can't find the ball past Wanyama. These 2 gatekeepers in Dyer and Wanyama, they're going to be the real issue today. Getting past them, especially for Kieran Dowell to be able to get in a position to unlock the defence. It's going to be really tricky. Oh, but that's a mistake from Dyer. And now Marlon Pack. He's got Friday outside of him. Plays in Friday early. He's got the pace to get away from Vertonghen. Friday does well. Gets the ball into the box. That's great play from Friday. Matthews takes it on the chest. Puts it in. That's a foul. Referee. Unbelievable. Definite foul there. Angelino, that's miscommunication with De Jong. Now De Jong, the youngster. Back inside to Pack. That's nicely weighted. Robertha, the back heel into Dowell. Dowell caught up in traffic, manages to find his way out to Angelino. He tries to get past Walker with the dribble move, doesn't work. Magnussen steaming in, wins it back though from Harry Kane. Pack under pressure from Dele Alli, somehow manages to retain it. Looking for options here, inside to Matthews. Oh, that's a beautiful ball from Matthews out to Pack. But Danny Rose, aware of the danger, deals with that one, and he had to there because Matthews had space to put in a cross. Oh, De Jong, the sliding tackle. Could well be an early card there for the youngster in his debut. That's disappointing, but it shows good passion. Didn't want to let Lamela get away. It's a clumsy one, but nothing bad really, nothing malicious there. Lamela scoops it into the box. Magnussen's got himself in a great position, but somehow loses the header to Kane. Dele Alli into the box. Is it going to fall to him? It is. That's annoying. That's nothing more than annoying, for fuck's sake. Words are being had there between De Jong and the Archbishop as Dele Alli slides in to celebrate in front of the travelling Spurs fans. Oh, let's take another look at that. I'd rather not. Magnusson had done everything right. He'd got in front, but somehow, I don't know, was that a push in the back from Kane? I think it was, the dirty, deaf bastard. It's Dele Alli who fortuitously has the ball fall to his feet. Oh, Angelino couldn't quite get the challenge in, and then it's bobbling around, and it's an easy finish in the end. Bollocks. Well, we've yet to create anything, and also now we're a goal behind. This is going to be really tricky now, because I'm sure that Tottenham will be happy just to keep possession now. Here's Friday. We've seen nothing from him. Oh, De Jong's won it back, though. Slips it through, looking for Dowell. Tries to get the shot in, but it's blocked well. The clearance is a shanked one. Can we keep the pressure on here? At least I'd like to have a shot on target before the end of the half. Just to show that we're doing some of the right things. De Jong into Pack. Finds it back to De Jong. Little chip ball in, looking for Friday. It's a great ball. Fred Friday with the opportunity here to draw it level. That ball from De Jong was absolute sex. Friday did all right taking it down. He managed to manufacture a chance. I think it was a block in the end that stopped us getting the first goal here for Bristol City. Better though. De Jong clearly up for this one, and that was the sort of passing move that we signed him for. Angelino inside. Squaring up to Lamela. Finds Pack. That's a poor ball from Marlon Pack, and that's the first half over. Well, it's our first goal conceded of the year, and it was a scrappy one, a difficult one to concede. But those just happen sometimes. We've had the possession. We managed a shot. Fred Friday with the best chance of the game after a beautiful De Jong ball. But we look like we're on our way to our first loss here. Tottenham, as we know, a rock-hard team to play against, especially with the two defensive midfielders. With the power and pace of Wanyama and Dyer, they're making it very hard for Kieran Dowell to create in that area. Let's see how we do in the second half. We might need to make some changes. We'll see. We'll see. Carl Walker now. Alderweireld. Oh, Dowell gets a foot in, but couldn't get away with it. Rossiter and Pack couldn't win it back off Dele Alli, who seems to have some sort of magnets in his boots today. Ball falling to him, but that's poor. And now Dowell. This is the position we want him in. Can Fred Friday get there ahead of Rose? Oh, he nearly did. Had the chance to get the shot in. Marlon Pack now sees Vorm off his line. Hits it with the left foot. That's a bad effort, really. Friday showing his pace there. Nearly got there. With Vorm out of his goal, we just wanted to get the ball down. Pack takes the shot. If that had been with his right foot, he might have had a better chance of getting that on target. Decent start, though. Better. Ball inside to Kieran Dowell. Just checks back. Loops it in, looking for De Jong. Oh, decent effort. Dowell does well there to win the header. Eriksson fouls. Robertha with the effort. Oh, near post run from Nigel Robertha. It was a horrible foul in the build-up to that from Eriksson. Hopefully a yellow card will be coming his way. Marlon Pack did well. That's brutal. Matthews whipped a ball in. Robertha at the near post. That's quite well wide. Difficult opportunity for him, though. Now Dele Alli can bring it forward. Tottenham looking to break here with Lamela on it now. He gets away from De Jong this time. But De Jong, really great play. Gets in there. And now Robertha brings it forward. Walker out of position. It's Robertha into the box. Cuts back inside. Nigel Robertha, the curling effort. Vorm tips it around the post. Kane finds the overlapping Danny Rose. Magnusson does well, but it's fallen to Harry Kane as well. Magnusson again. Beastly. De Jong just holds it up enough for Angelino to make the overlap. Little back heel from Robertha. Finds Kieran Dowell. Can't get away from Wanyama. You don't want to get close to the big guy. Angelino into Robertha. Angelino still continues. He's got time to look up. Whip across in. Marlon Pack's the man to aim at. Matthews finds De Jong. Steps away from Dele Alli. Little chip ball into Friday. Freaky Friday! Get in there, Fred. What a ball from De Jong. He has shown real craft. In the place of Jordan Rossiter today. No, in the place of Daniel Amati even. But it's Freaky Friday who gets his second goal. And it's a lovely one. He looked like he'd taken it too far around the keeper. The first touch maybe let him down. Got there in the end. Great play from De Jong. Steps away from Dele Alli. And that's really a great chip into Friday. Vorm nearly got a hand to it. But he took it wide and then he took the finish well. So with 80 minutes gone and we're really hanging on to this this draw at the moment. A couple of defensive subs. Mings comes on to shore things up with Angelino looking tired. Davis comes on and we go with only one up front now Tammy Abraham replacing the goal scorer Fred Friday. And here he is, first touch for him, into Kieran Dowell. Ball into Marlon Pack. Looking for the overlap of Matthews. This is great play here from Bristol City. Dowell manages to grab that. De Jong back to Pack. Another foul in there. Great play from Matthews. Finds Dowell, but that's another horrible challenge. Kieran Dowell looks hurt there. It's a yellow card for Eric Dyer. So it's De Jong over this one. Can he get a second assist in this game? This would really make the Bristol City crowd go wild. He does have Tammy Abraham to aim at in the centre. De Jong puts it in. Abraham's there, gets the header. The looping header is just wide. I cannot believe it. Vorm is furious that Tammy Abraham, given that much space in the box, with his abilities in the air. So I've just gone slightly more defensive now with the formation. And the mentality in this with Davis on as well to try and just see this one out. Just try and grab the point. If we can get a goal on the break, that would be great. But if not, I'd like to still be going away with a point here. But this is dangerous. Ball inside to Ali. Matthews can clear. Had more time than that. A little bit desperate there. There's two changes here. Freddie Guarin. It's an interesting signing for Tottenham to make. As well as Janssen, a good striker coming on. Tottenham clearly looking to win this one. Whereas Ian Holloway, uncharacteristically, looking for the draw. And there it is. Well, it's a good point in the end. Bristol City really had to battle for that one. Great goal from Friday to level things up. And then Tottenham looked dangerous at the end. But uncharacteristic pragmatism from Ian Holloway. Went defensive. Saw the win out and saw the draw out even. Took the 1 point. Lovely. Still undefeated. But that really showed what a top of the table team is like to play against. And it was brutal. It was fast. I mean, actually, possession-wise and shots-wise, we were the better side, but it did not feel like that at all. De Jong gets man of the match on his debut. That's interesting. He staked a claim with that performance. So there we go. It's our first goal conceded. Kept it tight at the back. That Flint and Magnussen partnership. Definitely happy to make the step up to the Premier League, which is great to see. So let's take a look at the monthly report. First 3 games. Fred Friday with 2 goals. He got some stick in the first one, but actually, you know, he's come back. He's responded well. And, yeah, Pack's been playing well. He's grabbed a goal and an assist in the first 3 games. So Big Fred has put away 2 of his 5 shots. That's pretty good. 40% success rate. It's good by any percentage. Kieran Dowell with 4 shots. No goals. Still needs to add that to his game. Marlon Pack with the tackles 1. That's huge. He's really stepped up a gear. Also, he's our most successful dribbler as well. And he's up there at the top near the passing and passes received. He has been a great player for us so far. We knew that, though. We knew that about Tupac. And there he is. He makes his way into the team of the month, and rightly so. Marlon Pack, an incredible all-round box-to-box midfielder. And Fred Friday, the new signing, team of the month striker. Well, what a way to start his Bristol City career. So, buoyed by the... Oh, well, as soon as I say... It's almost like Provo was listening to me there. Marlon Pack gets an injury. Back at some point in October. Had a scouting report in, but that's horrible. Well, it doesn't look like it's a big injury. We are in October after all. Let's take a look. 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks we can deal with. Davis, as we know, a capable replacement. He slots in. Oh, it's happening. It's happening, guys. Kieran Dowell showing great promise. Certainly worth keeping an eye on this lad's development. Come on. That's what we wanted to see. A dramatic improvement for Kieran Dowell. Could turn him into a true world-class player. With that in mind, actually, before we get into the next game, let's just take a look at the training, make sure everything's updated. Offensive, yeah. Box-to-box for Davis. Yep, that looks about right. As with Rossiter. Tammy Abraham gets the goal poacher. Yep. Fred Friday. He's got goal poacher. That's going to improve his speed and power. And finishing as well. Let's have a look see if we've got any other options here. Fox in the box makes him more of a pure goal scorer. I think that might be the right one for him, actually. Target man would improve some of the bits that he maybe needs improving. Make him stronger as well. Yeah, let's go for target man. His dribbling and ball control could definitely do with improving, and that gives it 2 for that. So yeah, we'll try that for Big Fred, who's looking so dangerous so far. And Marty with the box-to-box, yeah, I'm fine with that. Kieran Dowell. He's got prolific winger, which is building up his dribbling. It's not improving his passing very much, though. It's making him quicker. Does he need to be much quicker? We need to make sure we get this right, as we're about to see. Well, Prolific Winger does have his finishing on 2 arrows, and we do need to see his finishing improve. Classic number 10 who gives him the 1 there. Whole player? No. No, I think we'll stick with that. That's fine. We wanted to make sure that was okay. Roberta on goal, Poacher. That's fine. Yeah, everyone's looking good. Oh, De Jong's on balance. Good spot there. Give him the creative playmaker. Just keep improving that passing. Fine with that. He looked good in the last game, and then Marlon Pack. That's good. Yes. Let's see if there's any skill training that we could do that we haven't looked at. Kieran Dowell. Yeah, he's got a few that we could go for here. I don't know whether that will affect his ability to improve normal stats if he's trying to learn these. Don't want to do that as he's about to head into a dramatic improvement. Flint's capable of learning heading. Well, we definitely want him to do that. Happy there. No one for long range drive. Bertha and Friday long throw. Probably not worth it. Oh, Marty gets tracked back. That would be great. That would be good. Yeah, we'll have that. Good stuff. Let's get into the second game. And as we know, we're going up against top of the table Southampton here. Absolutely flying. Let's take a look at the sides. There he is. Kieran Dowell, the flashing blue arrow. Oh, I'm so excited about that. That's really exciting. Tammy Abraham coming back in on a blue arrow. Although, quite liking Friday and Roberta. That's a difficult one. Roberta's quite good out on the left there. We'll keep it as it is for now. Flint on a downward arrow, which means we need to bring in a Marty. But that's fine, because Rossiter did quite well, actually, at defensive midfield. And then we can give De Jong another crack, because he was pretty decent, really, for a player of such low stats. So we're going attacking again. Let's take a look at Southampton. How are they doing so well? Well, they've got the dangerous combination of Jay Rodriguez and Charlie Austin up front, both presenting different issues for our defence today. Then Boufal in the middle, but they've got no one particularly amazing. They've got the very, very strong defensive duo of De Van Dijk and Fonte at the back. But other than that, it looks like this is a team that we can match up to. Let's get into it. So it's a trip to the seaside for Bristol City as we arrive here at St Mary's on a beautiful blue Saturday afternoon to take on top of the league, Kieran Dowell. He is the man. He is about to hit a dramatic improvement period. I'm so excited. It couldn't have happened to a better player. And, well, we want to see him turn into something truly special. And this could be his chance if we can get this one going. If he doesn't get any injuries like Tammy Abraham did during his 2, then we'll be fine. Let's go. Boufal into Reed. Roster comes across, couldn't get the challenge in, and now Suarez. Dangerous ball into Jay Rodriguez, puts it across to Charlie Austin. Son of a bitch, where did that come from? Well, they come flying out of the blocks, as they have done in the league. Rodriguez into Austin. We said that's a dangerous duo up front, and they proved just why, with Rodriguez using his pace to find a position for a cross, and then Charlie Austin, the ultimate goal poacher of a player, slid in to make it 1-0 straight away here at St Mary's. It was just basic stuff, really. The ball round to Rodriguez. He'd done enough to get ahead. And then a Marty, not playing in his favoured position, but he's a good centre-back. He didn't get across the man. We're already down. That's no good at all. Davis. Matthews into Dowell. Finds the ball into Abraham. Couldn't find De Jong, though, with the back heel. Long ball. It's Magnussen up against Rodriguez. He should win this, and he does into De Jong. Gets the pass away. Dowell into Friday. Oh, Fred Friday's a great turn there. Tries to find the ball out to Angelino. Somehow it manages to get there. Angelino squares up against James Ward-Prowse, but Ward-Prowse does well. Not the most athletic of players. Magnussen is aware now of the dangers. Angelino back to De Jong. De Jong puts it in to Abraham. Can he get the knockdown? Abraham hits it well with the left foot. What a challenge that was. Matthews to the line. Dowell's there with the header. Saved. The rebound doesn't fall to Friday, but we're still in this. Angelino back inside to De Jong. Whips it up looking for Abraham. Can he get the head down? He can't, but it falls to Davis, edge of the box. Back to De Jong. Now into Kieran Dowell. It's a good challenge, and the attack is broken down. Had a few chances there. Oh, Rossiter, great challenge. He's looked huge so far. Abraham into Dowell. Slips it through to Friday. Holds it up here, looking for the overlap. The back heel into Angelino. Whips it into Abraham. It's got to be one. It's got to be the first goal there, Tammy. Can't believe it, on a blue arrow as well. That is a goal 9 times out of 10 for the big man in those areas. Friday doing well there, playing a little further out today. Abraham, the target man. Magnusson gets up, wins the header, and Amati's able to clear. And Dowell with a lovely back heel into Friday. He's probably not going to have the legs to get away from Van Dijk, but can he find the pass? No, he can't. Now it's Kieran Dowell. Spreads it wide to Matthews. Lovely ball into Kieran Dowell inside the box. Dowell tries to get away from his man. It's out for a corner. Great ball there from Matthews. That's Kieran Dowell over this one. The in-swinger. Looking for the head of Abraham. Van Dijk's out. Deals with it. Matthews edge of the box. Hits it well, but it's straight into the gloves of McCarthy. It's first half coming to a close here. And Bristol City scrabbling for chances. Hopefully there'll be one more. Austin gets the header. But De Jong's there. And now Dowell with the back heel into Abraham. Sees the run of Friday. Inside to Rossiter. Scoops it in. Looking for Friday. But Suarez gets the header away. Southampton again. Just able to just kill off the attack. Dangerous here. We don't want to give another goal away before the end of the half. Ward-Prowse with a great ball into Suarez. Angelino able to clear after good work from Amati. Well, we had our chances. We didn't take them. We had some good play. But it's Southampton who pulled the trigger early on. An early blow, and we've been battling to get back in it ever since. But I think we can do well in the second half. But you can see why Southampton, top of the league, if they take their chances like that. De Jong's challenge is late. Oh, De Jong got caught out with that in the last game as well. He grabbed a yellow card. Could be another one for him here. Yep, just a little bit too enthusiastic. Wants to make an impact. Fair play to the lad. Don't want to be giving away soft yellows like that, though, if we can help it. Matthews, great ball, and then Dowell into Friday. Can he get the ball outside to Abraham? No, it's not the right ball, but Abraham's nicked ahead of Jose Font. 1-on-1 now. Tammy Abraham, can he make it? All square here at St Mary's. Yes, he can. Tammy Abraham grabs his goal. He's got some more competition for that striking role, with Friday doing really well, but Abraham did brilliantly there to nick the ball back off Jose Font, who should have been more aware of the big lad's big legs. And he extended them to grab the ball off him. And then 1-on-1, he finished really well. Tammy Abraham, not such a great driver, but always a good finisher. Let's take another look at that. The ball was on from Friday, but he couldn't find it. But Fonte clearly wasn't aware of how close Abraham was. It's cool finishing there from the big man. Slots it away. It's all honours even here at St Mary's. Oh, Matthews wins it back from Boufal really well. It's a ball into Davis. First time to Friday. To Abraham. Can't get away, but Davis is still there. Finds Angelino. He's got numbers in the box here. Ball in. Abraham leaps for it. Oh, couldn't quite get a connection. McCarthy, long ball. Magnusson steps out of defence. Puts in a trademark beefy Icelandic header. Friday across to Davis. Then he spreads it to Angelino. Difficult ball to him to control, but he does well. De Jong inside to Dowell. Dowell dancing, finds Friday. He's got the strength to get ahead of Dijk. Oh, it's off the post! Dowell with the rebound, and we're up! Wow, Friday did well there. He muscled Van Dijk out of the way. That's not something you hear very often. Kieran Dowell involved in the build-up with a nice threaded ball through to Friday. And then he continued his run as the ball cannoned back off the right-hand post. Dowell was there to slot it through, and that is going to help his dramatic improvement. Definitely going to help. Friday holds him off there. That's great stuff. Works a shot. Could have easily been his goal, but Dowell's in there for the rebound. Bertrand now down the left-hand side. Southampton know that they're only a goal away from being right back in this game. This is some great work from them, but it's cut out really well again. Davis's pass into Dowell's a slow one, but Dowell wins it back. Great stuff from Kieran Dowell. Then he looks to fire it over with the right foot. Oh, Tammy Abraham's nicked in again. Can he find Fred Friday in the box? Puts the cross in. Friday jumps with Van Dijk. Doesn't win it. Dowell can't win that header. Davis, what a ball that is out to Angelino. He puts his foot on it and whips in an early ball looking for Abraham. Oh, he's put that wide. Could have put this game to bed there. Tammy Abraham at the far post off a beautiful ball from Angelino. That pass there from Davis with the left foot was gorgeous. Angelino, given that much time, will always find a player in the box. Abraham, though, couldn't capitalise on what was a beautiful cross. Nice ball out to Clazy. Now Rodriguez. Side to Long. Oh, finds Rodriguez again, but he's in there. Great stuff. No, Clazy's still got it. Steps inside. Shane Long here. Slips it through to Austin, but it's a confusion here from everyone. Ball into Charlie Austin. And his header goes backwards to Daniel Amati. It looks like this game could be up here for Southampton. Abraham inside to Kieran Dowell. Oh, he can't get away. Still we come forward. Dying embers of this game as Shane Long brings it forward. Southampton looking for an equaliser. Oh no! Charlie Austin in the box! And it's an incredible challenge from Angelino to save us the 3 points. Wow, that would have been disappointing to see us give away the lead here in the last few seconds of extra time. Wasn't cleared, but Angelino coming across from left back gets the challenge in on Austin. It's still not over yet. 19 seconds over the 4 minutes of added time have been played. It's looped into the far post. Down to Clazy, the effort to Matthews. He's able to clear. And it's another historic win for Bristol City as we take on the top of the table Southampton at home at St Mary's. And we come away with the win. This is incredible. It's turning into fairy tale stuff now for the newly promoted Bristol City. No one expected them to do this well. Everyone knew that they had good young players. But did anyone think that we could do this well? Probably not. Kieran Dowell, he's on an upward improvement. He grabs man of the match. That's only going to help things. Tammy Abraham got a great goal as well. De Jong looked assured again as he started the second game in a row. Rossiter didn't do so well, but yeah, good performances all round. Really pleased with that. Great stuff. Great stuff. And we're second. Unbelievable. Still only 2 goals conceded. 4 wins, 2 draws. Yet to lose. Bristol City really staking a claim for a European spot already. As we are 4 points ahead of 8th place Leicester. Well, it's still only 4 points, isn't it? It's still very, very early days. But what a start this has been. We've continued the form from the Championship right in to the Premier League. And look at this. These are the stats that we want to see. Kieran Dowell's improving dramatically. So pleased about this. Everything happening. Speed's up. Explosive power is up. He's going to turn into something special. He's up to 76 already. Robertha and Ming's improving as well. Investing in youth is starting to pay off. Scotch move is learnt. Brilliant. We've got a nice long break until the next game, which is Manchester City in the FA Cup. Wow, what a hard tie that is going to be. Kieran Dowell looking to make the breakthrough. We've got some scouts to look at, and Marlon Pack is back. Things are looking up for Bristol City. Not that they weren't ever, but let's take a look at what the scouts got for us. Probably more players. Oh no, Diego Verdasca. Interesting. Portuguese. Playing in the Dutch league. Okay. Interesting. Great headering, great defensive prowess. Those are the 2 main stats that you want to see. You want to see high ball winning, high speed, and high physical contact. He's nudging up on 80 for all of the big ones that we want. He's definitely worth a look. 4.4 million. Putting him on the list, definitely. It's a good bit of scouting there. St Just, he's just out of our range. There's the other 2 there. Nothing in there, and nothing in there as well. We might want to change those 2, as we were advised by Erwan. Comment to Erwan that we might want to consider the budget, otherwise we might end up with a lot of players above our overall rating cap. So we'll make that change. And there we go, what an episode. A win and a draw as we remain unbeaten in the Premier League and we're in 2nd place. And to add to that excitement and happiness, Kieran Dowell is hitting the dramatic improvement curve that we all wanted to see. So things are looking really, really rosy for Ian Holloway and Bristol City. I'll see you in a bit.